As of 2024, there are over 240 million registered soccer players worldwide. In the United States, there are over 3 million registered youth players. Only 7.9% of those players are projected to play at a collegiate level, and of those 7.9%, only 1.4% of players go on to play soccer professionally. Now, even of these players, only 0.02% remain at the highest level by the time they turn 22. These are the cutthroat odds of playing professionally in one of the biggest sports worldwide. With 2025 right around the corner, there's plenty of motivation, new opportunities, and new possibilities. I believe determination, optimism, and of course, lots and lots of hard work will be the key to success. The question is, what exactly am I trying to do, and how do I plan on getting there? This is goal setting for 2025. Seeing as this is my first YouTube video, it's only right that I introduce myself. My name is Adrian Brown. I'm a 16-year-old attacker playing U19 for Claremont FC in Florida. Right now, we're on winter break and the season won't be starting again until around March. So I'll be using these next few months to improve my skills as much as possible in order to really dominate in the spring season. In this video, I'll be going over the goal setting process and more specifically, the goals I'm setting for myself and how I plan to achieve them. What I'm going to do first is set both long-term and short-term goals. It's important to start with one big specific goal. The more specific it is, the clearer it is to your brain, making it easier to achieve. Give yourself a time frame that's not too far out, but also far enough that it can be considered a long-term goal. Somewhere simple like the end of the year. In my case, my long-term goal is to be playing at the highest level possible in my area, and I believe that to be in MLS Next or UPSL team. Next, we're going to set smaller, short-term goals. What do I want to accomplish by the start of next season, by the end of this season, by the end of preseason, or even in the next 2 months? While I'm setting these goals, I want to be making sure they're all attainable, realistic, and measurable. Of course, it's good to set challenges for yourself, but if I'm playing in a low league right now, my goal can't be something like play for Barcelona in July. It has to be something I know I can achieve, even if it takes a lot of extra hard work. An example of this is if I want to be playing at the highest level possible, I first have to perform at a high level in my current team, and I'll be able to measure that. I'll dive deeper into measurement later in the video. Step 2. Finding out how I'm going to achieve these goals. Clarity creates confidence. By having clear goals set and creating a path to achieve them, it makes the process a lot simpler to execute. For me, to play at the highest level possible, I have to first perform at a high level in my current team, and I'll get there by doing physical and mental individual training. Using this formula, I'm creating clarity and paving the way for myself to accomplish more of what I want to do. Step 3 is measuring achievement. Now that the goals have been set and the path to achieve them is in place, we need to measure how we will know that we've reached or even surpassed these goals. More specifically, the short-term goals. Measuring goals can come in many different forms. If your goal was journaling twice a week, you can simply go back and look over the amount of times you've journaled within the time frame you set for yourself. Something like going on a run once a week can be measured as easy as writing down every time you go on a run. And at the end, you see if you went on a run as many times as you would have liked to. Things such as scoring more goals, taking on more 1v1s, making more long passes, or keeping more clean sheets can all be measured by simply going back, looking through your data or footage, and seeing how your numbers have improved within the time frame of your goal. I want to be the standout player at my current team. For me, as an attacker, I'll know that I achieved this when I consistently start games. I score the most goals and register the most assists. Measuring your long-term goal is even easier than measuring your short ones. If you made your goal as specific as possible, as stated earlier in the video, you would clearly have a statement as to where you should be now. Playing at a higher level, winning the league, winning a specific award, and beating a personal record are all examples of this. I myself would like to play at the highest level possible, and I'll know that I achieved this when I'm either there at the highest level or I'm not there. Step 4 is repeat it. Now that you've set your long-term goals, short-term goals, your steps for completing them, and how you'll measure the success, the last step is to do it all again. Once you reach that level, there's always another thing to improve on. You can always continue to go higher, and it's important to always push yourself further and further in your ladder of success. For me, once I'm playing at the highest level I can locally, I want to continue to climb the ranks, and eventually I want to be one of the best in the world. So I would need to set another long-term goal with short-term goals under it, further planning out my future. But this step only comes after you're happy with the way you completed your original goal. Of course, in life, there are many factors that you can't control. I may not even reach my short-term goals, but I can always be proud of what I've done, knowing that I even set goals for myself, and on top of that, I can always set new ones. In conclusion, goal setting is an extremely valuable asset to anyone who would like to achieve a dream and push themselves to be a better version of who they are now. So here's my personal chart of goals. My long-term goal is playing at the highest level locally by the end of the year, and I'll get there if I become the standout player on my current team. I will do many individual mental and physical training sessions on top of my team training to accomplish that, and measure it by seeing if I score the most goals and register the most assists for my team. I hope you all enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. If there are any suggestions or recommendations for any future video ideas, I would really appreciate it if you left a comment. That's all for today, and I'll see you in the next video.